Hey friends, back at the home office and just winding down another beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. Checking my notes over here, almost filled up my journal that I got back in June. It's October now. Put a good number of entries in there. Try to write every day to eliminate the monkey mind. But right now, I made some loose leaf Tulsi tea with some, this one's got a little bit of eucalyptus, some basil, oregano, marjoram, all caffeine free. You've got a little bit of hibiscus. Of course, this is a second run, so it's really not coming through too quickly. A lot of Tulsi in there. Anyways, good to have the holy basil in the body. It feels good. I also like to use this, my infuser here, my Ingenuity. Used to use the Tivana one, but I found now that these ones are better. Just rocking it. But, anyhow, just got a text from my buddy Dave. Wanted to cheer for the Washington Nationals who won last night. And I don't even know if they won today or not, but maybe. Sounds like they are if he's texting me. He's a Dodgers fan, so sorry, buddy. Dodgers can't seem to win. Haven't done much in a while. Anyways, just kind of going random here, but today was a good day. Did another internal family systems class over at the Quest Center for Integrative Health, and I'm hoping I can get an interview with Dr. Lucia Marks, the co-founder of the Quest Center for Integrative Health. One of my favorite places, a great naturopathic integrative health center here in Portland that serves a lot of the underserved and marginalized people in our community. We'll be doing a fundraiser for them again soon here over at the Beer Mongers. We do a big raffle and everything over there for them, so that's great news. And it's a lot of fun, and cheers to Quest for their 30th anniversary this year. They were founded in 1989. So if you haven't checked it out, check out quest-center.org. Find out more about them. They offer acupuncture, mental health counseling, lots of services for people with AIDS and HIV. They do great work with people in the LGBTQ plus community, and lots of support for women and homeless issues, for all kinds of things. They cover the gamut of just being good people and doing great things in our community, so I'm really supportive of them. Anywho, I'm going to have a drink of this delicious Tulsi tea. I've been thinking a lot lately about my next healing adventure. If I travel, I want it to be a big-time growth experience. I've been looking at some places maybe to go head down to South or Central America to go and explore, maybe trying some ayahuasca, do a ceremony with a shaman, but I'm not sure right now because I've never done that before, and I'm definitely really interested in trying it. I just spilled some tea here. But I've been taking some suggestions from people. I know the next thing I'm going to do is going to probably cost a little bit of money, and money's really tight for me right now, being that I'm on disability. I'm trying to get my shit together, and I'm working really hard at it. And I think I'm going to get there pretty soon, but there's so many things I'm trying to put together, and when I do my daily visualizations and attempts to manifestation, I'm focusing on a number of different things that I hope will culminate into one great unfolding. These include a little bit more financial stability, which is difficult, but it's definitely doable, and I believe it is going to happen. But right now I'm at the believing stage. I'm not at the knowing stage, because my knowing stage right now has to do with housing. I'm going to be moving soon, and I don't know the logistics of that. So it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be whenever. I don't know. But I'd really like to also, my main focus above all, which it should be everyone's main focus in my humble opinion, is health and happiness. Because without health, you can't have anything else. And without happiness, what's the point of living if you're not happy? So gratitude is the cornerstone to all of this. And I've realized that for a while now. So even when I struggle with morning routines or just getting focused and staying on course with my day, gratitude is it's key, really. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's just key. It's essential. So my morning ritual's been pretty tight. I've been sticking to it every day. I've been doing the core exercises. I've been doing yoga every day, some lunges, some down dogs, some squats, the leg ups, the bird dogs, the planking, the low cobra, you name it, child's pose when it needs to be done to release a little bit of that tension. And, even just a little Baddha Konasana and some Shavasana. That's really it. Just gentle movement, I think, is key. But the key is movement, and to not be sedentary. The other key is diet. You are what you eat, literally. Your cells become what you feed them. They take it on and they process it, and the circle of life goes on and on and on, inwardly and outwardly. And I met a really cool guy today. He seems really cool. His name is Luciano, and his family is from Italy, but he's American. He lives in LA, and I met him through the Wim Hof method page on Facebook, because Wim Hof was offering a 1 week free, or 10 days for free. So 16th to the 23rd, and you can follow along with Wim's videos. You can purchase those videos, I think, until like midnight tonight for $70-something. You can have the workshop, but I've followed his work a lot, and there's a lot of free resources already online with Wim Hof, so I've really just dove deep into it. One of these days I'm going to get down to one of his seminars, but I met this cool guy, Luciano, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, but him and a few other people I've met on that site have been really cool and really helpful. There's only one person that I met on there that was kind of a little trolling, but as a whole, that community was great. I mean, anybody that's like into Wim Hof's, automatically they've got their mind and body in line with healing and positivity, and just Wim himself is such an inspirational dude. You gotta love him. Luciano was talking about Joe Dispenza, and I'm like, dude, I know who Joe Dispenza is. I've been like following him for a while. I read a couple of his books, and I do his guided meditations every morning and every night, and I just can't get enough Joe Dispenza, it seems like. And he was in Portland, Oregon, like over the summer, and I didn't sign up in time. And his workshops are pretty expensive for me. I know they're worth it for sure, but I'm really at this point not financially. I don't have the means right now. But I was talking to Luciano about this, and he said, just manifest the money. He's like, just manifest it. And so I'm like, okay. And I've been reading this real good book lately. I'm going to pull up some notes here because I wrote some of it down. But it was It's called, it's Napoleon Hill is the author. It's called Think and Grow Rich. And I really liked, he had 6 big points in it. And the basis behind anything, to accomplish anything, whether it's money, health, you name it, is, where's my towel? Oh, good one still. Is desire. You know, you have to have the desire, that fire that burns in you, that, you know, there's no fallback plan, there's no plan B. It's just, I'm going to go for it, whether it breaks me or makes me. And the 6 points that that Napoleon Hill makes in this book is, number 1, you need to fix your mind on your exact goal. Now, he talks about this from being rich, money, but you can put this into any context, as he says. So money could be the way of acquiring your goal, because money's just paper. But like, if you can have that credit, that paper, you set your mind on an exact amount, an exact goal, not like, here's a big pile of money and I want it. You want to say, I want $5,000. I need $5,000 to go to this retreat, this Joe Dispenza seminar. The one that's in Indian Wells is already sold out. I mean, his things sell out like that, despite the price. But they're worth it, according to everybody that I've ever heard any testimonial from. It's been just amazing. So it's not sufficient to simply say, I want a bunch of money, or I want to, you know, kind of willy-nilly it. You say exactly what you want, focus, and then you have to determine exactly what it is that you're willing to give to get to that, to collect upon that money or whatnot. So what am I going to do to get there? I'm going to go door to door. I'm going to knock. I'm going to say, hey, I'm raising money to go on this trip, and people slam the door in your face. Maybe people, if you think positively, maybe they'll give you money. But door to door, I don't know. I've asked for people to help me on like GoFundMe and things like that, but you know, it's like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to put that out to the world again. All the things that people have helped me with so far, when I've posted on GoFundMes, has helped me with my health, and it's amazing. So I'm so grateful for that. The third point is, well, back to the second point, you don't get something for nothing, so you have to put in the work. The work comes. You can't just say, I'm going to manifest, and the pile of money shows up at your door. There has to be a process through which, now, once you ingrain it into your subconscious mind that this is going to happen, it will happen, because you will find a way to make it happen, and it will attract itself to you because you're looking for it, and it's going to be you around a corner. Your subconscious mind is going to be so resourceful that it's going to be like, okay, this is the door to the next step that's going to get me closer to where I need to be, to what I want. The third one is establish a definite date in which you intend to achieve your goal. This is key, because, you know, if you say, I'm going to do it someday, and that just leaves you license and room for procrastination. So for me, for example, I made my goal of completely curing myself of my epilepsy for 15 months from now. So January 2021, let's see where we at. Establish a definite date, and then number 4 of the 6 is create a definite plan for carrying out your desire, and begin it at once, like now. So, you know, start drinking Tulsi tea, start breathing, start being grateful, start looking at life through a different lens, because the old program got you to the same place over and over and over. You want something to change, something big has to change, and this happens through an elevated emotion. Elevating an emotion like gratitude, imagining that you've already accomplished what it is that you seek to accomplish. is really what sparks that change in your mind and that subconscious. And faith is a big elevated emotion. So if you have faith in the process, it will come true. It already has come true. Whether you're ready or not, dive in and put your plan into action. So this is part of my plan right here, is making these videos. And if I even get like 2 or 3 people in here to watch, and that can give me one little stepping stone in the right direction, because ultimately my plan, even though we're all doing things for our own benefit, even if we're giving, we're receiving from that gift of giving to someone else, we're in it for our own purposes. But if we are doing it for the betterment of everyone around us, not just ourselves, that's where true positive change can be enacted upon. And that's when the inertia of that good action keeps snowballing and going forward. So that's what I'm looking into right now. The 5th of the 6 is write out a clear and concise statement of like the amount of money you want, what it is exactly that you want to accomplish. Name the timeline for its acquisition, and what you intend to give in return for it, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. So that kind of takes into account all of what we said. And mine says, I will heal myself of a brain tumor. I will completely cure myself of epilepsy without the aid of any pharmaceuticals. This will occur within 15 months, by February 2021. And then the 6th point of this thing is read your written statement aloud twice daily. Once before you go to bed at night, and once upon awakening. Feel and see yourself in possession of this case, money, or the goal. See myself as healed. And I notice that every day. I'm cutting back on medication, so that's the baby step towards the bigger steps, is getting off the medications, because the medications do have a physiological effect on your body and brain, central nervous system, and I feel that. When I went down a second 500 milligram pill of the 3,000, so I cut my meds in the 3rd of these Keppras, which is the last med I'm on. Oh boy, I was having some seizures, and I was worried. I'm like, even half crossed my mind that maybe I should bump back up, but I'm like, no, because there's no backup plan when you're going to do something. You're just going to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to cure myself of my brain tumor. And people can be out there that can say, I want to see the science, I want to see this and that. But all I need to know is right in here and right in here, and that's going to happen, because with the heart-brain cohesion, I am going to heal myself. I'm not going to live forever. I mean, maybe I will, but who wants to live forever? I'm happy. I'm in the prime of my life. I feel great right now, and I'm going to cure myself. Tonight I'm going to have a beautiful sleep, and I'm going to put together all of the thoughts that have been positive and lurking in my mind. Lurking is probably not a good word. That have been magically dancing about in my spirit, and they will all come together, and I will wake up with a new outlook on life. Every day, if I can do that, and if it's positive, I'll wake up, wiggle my toes, and take a nice deep breath. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's such a good experience, having clean air, and good water, and good tea, and good food, and good people, and just living in a great town like Portland, Oregon. So, to kind of wrap this up, my notes here say absolutely no processed sugars, consistent sleep with very few exceptions, daily mindfulness practice, gratitude and kindness. Enjoy my life at all times, if possible. Listen to my wise self and give my life to God and nature. So whatever God means to you, the universe, the great divide, the universal plane, surrender yourself to knowing that there's a higher power that you do not have control over. It is just there and dictates everything that's ever happened and ever will happen. I'm not saying get into some type of dogma or religion, because that is not something I am about. But just just have faith in something. Having faith is that elevated emotion that can get you to the next level. And I'm going to show you here in this video series, if you're following me, that I'm going to cure myself of my epilepsy and delete this brain tumor and make my brain whole and happy and healthy completely once again. Now, it's been a long time since I was a child that I was complete. I got lost off the road way back when things got a little screwy, and I look back at some trauma in my life. Everybody has trauma. I don't care whether you think you don't or not, you do, because we all have generational trauma that passes from one level to the next, and it keeps on going. But we use these parts, I learned in internal family systems, we use these parts as tools for our own learning and development. And if we can render these tools in a way that's healthy, then we can grow as human beings. And that's exactly what I am intending to do. I believe in neuroplasticity. I believe in neuroregenesis. I believe in all kinds of stuff that has been talked about through like Dr. Bruce Lipton and Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you can think it, it's a reality. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right either way. And there's always going to be people that are going to say you can't, or like show me more proof, because there's never enough proof. I'll show you the proof. I'm still alive, okay? That's what the proof, and I'm feeling good. So I feel better than when I actually had first gone in to the doctor. And that's amazing. And it's not because of just chemotherapy or radiation, because I was feeling terrible for 2 years after I had done those things and said, the hell with that. It didn't really start to change for me until I started changing my attitude. I started having gratitude, and I started doing things for my body and mind, and I started looking at myself and how I was approaching my day and how I was thinking about every thought and decision that I was making, and how was that benefiting me and other people. And when I realized some of these practices were not, I've worked really hard to eliminate those from my life and to be different. It's a process, and I'd say that I've made great progress in it, and so I'm very happy. If you've watched this video this far, I really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you can get more out of this video series. I'm going to work on improving this. That's another goal of mine, is to improve this video series. So from this humble abode of mine here, I am going to rise up, and thank you for being on board with me right now, because it's going to be a wonderful journey. Thank you very much. This is Angelo saying have a beautiful day or night, depending on where you are, and peace.